Hey guys, my name's Ned. This is my dog Jai, and today we're going to be talking about the new Power BI list slicer. And Jai is really excited because they just allowed us to put images into it, which makes it a lot more visually appealing. So let's jump in and let's take a look. So in this video, we're going to be talking about how I built this list slicer. And as you can see, when I expand it, it changes the icon color and then it moves down to the next level. So right here, right, we have a sun, and then finally right here, we have a winter value. So let's talk about how this works. The first step is I had to go find a bunch of SVG images for Power BI to use as icons. Now, my favorite place to find SVG images is actually Google. I went to fonts.google.com/icons where I have all of their icons and I can search by a given type. I can select an icon and then I can download it. And I can download it as an SVG and filled in. Moving back over to Power BI, then I can simply put these into a table. And this is just a table that I just entered data in. So I entered in type and then I entered in image URL by just kind of giving it this prefix right here and then pasting in the SVG image icon code that I downloaded. Now, I had went and done this for every single icon that I wanted displayed in my list slicer. The next step is to create two measures. So the first measure will be a measure that I'll use when the icon or the item in the list is not expanded. And then the next item will be a measure that I'll use when it is expanded to have it change color. So let's take a look at the DAX behind those measures. And here we are. I'm just using a simple switch statement. I'm getting the selected value of season. And then I am saying, depending on that value, I want to return a different URL. And in order to return that URL, I'm using a calculate statement, and then I'm putting a column filter onto that type column that I returned. So I'm getting the appropriate image back. And then I've set this data category of this measure to an image URL, which will then mean that it'll always render as an image. Moving on to the next more colorful image, I'm essentially doing the same thing, except I now have introduced a substitute function and I'm replacing that gray hex code with the actual color that I want the image URL icon to be when it's expanded. So again, nothing too fancy, but I'm just creating two measures that return an image. All right, now let's get into where the magic happens, the new list slicer. So here we are. Here is my new list slicer, and there's a new formatting section in the new list slicer called images. And in this section, there's a bunch of different customizability in here. And so in this case, I wanted to create icons for season. So I selected season under the series, and then I set two different colors. One for when the icon is expanded and one for when it's collapsed. So when it's collapsed, it's using the image that's returning all the gray icons or the measure. And when it's expanded, it's using the measure that's returning all the color icons. Now, when you are in this section, you're probably going to run into some problems with spacing. Now, in order to fix that, what you need to do is you need to select all under all of these, and then you can go ahead and you can change this area right here called image size, right? And you can change this area called spacing to adjust how close the images get to the text. So these are two good to know settings right here. The other thing that you're probably going to run into is you're going to start to see the text either or the buttons here get further and further apart as you try to kind of customize this icon. Now, luckily, this is pretty easy to adjust. You just go into this layout section and you turn on the fixed number of buttons, and then you can go ahead, right, and you can increase the number of buttons and it'll make it smaller in the space, or decrease the number of buttons down here and it'll make it larger. You also can go ahead and you can introduce more space and adjust the indentation here of kind of these sub items. So that's it. That's how you can add images into the new Power BI list slicer. Hopefully, this video made it look easy and I didn't stumble over my words too much, although I know I did just a little. If you're interested in more business intelligence Power BI content like this, please consider subscribing and liking the video. Thanks for watching.